body bags where horror lies.
Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer. And this evening I decided to bring you the 1987 release brought to us by Code Red, Blue Monkey. So I had to make some notes on this one because I've just been on holiday and I watched this before I went on holiday. So, Blue Monkey. Well, first bit of information I actually found out was that, strange title aside, they actually wanted to call it Green Monkey. But during this stage in the 80s, this was being attributed to AIDS. I was only 7 when this came out, so I'm not quite sure if that's like an American thing. I don't remember anything. I remember some scary adverts being a kid in the 80s, but I don't remember anything about green monkeys and AIDS. But apparently there was this connection with that, so he got called Blue Monkey. But anyway, we basically we start off with a movie. We follow a couple of old people. One guy is helping out this old lady. I think he's got a bit of a crush on her, and he gets bitten by this insect. Now this plant has been shipped over from Indonesia or Micronesia, or I can't remember, something like that. But yeah, this bug bites him, and he goes down pretty fast. And he gets taken to hospital because it's drastically fast. Bad effects start happening to him. But anyway, so he's in the hospital, and at that same time we have our Steve Railsbeck, who is a policeman, and his partner has been shot in the stomach. So anyway, that's all kicking off in there. He's talking to doctors and stuff like that. And the old guy is kind of going past, and he basically pukes out this giant lava. It's like a giant maggot sort of thing. And they're like, what the hell is that? When the doctor puts it on this tray, this bowl to like keep it to kind of, they're going to study it. And anyway, he's not doing well, especially all his organs are shutting down, sort of melting inside sort of thing. Sounds pretty horrible. But you got all these kids which are always like playing around, messing around, that sort of thing. And in the hospital, and how's it happen that it's like, it's this kind of, what did I put it as, like, growth agent, but something that makes you grow. And I can't remember if it's I think it's something that's experimental, and can't remember if they accidentally knock it into the bowl or they pour it in a bowl on purpose. But yeah, it makes our lava get even bigger, and it's going to grow even bigger. It becomes very big, especially like bigger than the average person, I would say. This giant insect thing that's dwelling down in the cellar or the underground layers of the hospital. But yeah, you've got some like fun characters in this. You got these 2 old women always going around, and they're just drinking all the time, and that's something that the insect doesn't like, that they find out within the movie. But they're pretty good comic relief, these 2. You got this really quirky couple. It's like this couple they're going to have a baby, and this guy is a really stickler for getting everything exactly on time. It's got some funny characters in it, but then Steve Railsbeck playing it dead straight. This is like Oscar movie sort of thing, Oscar worthy. But I actually like all the acting in this movie. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the notes. I think this is it's very much a 1950s kind of love letter to the drive-in cinema. It's all bathed in blue, I guess, by the Blue Monkey. But there is this, so it does have. I'd never heard of it being called this, so prepared. But this is this other cover, and it's called Insect. And that makes so much more sense than Blue Monkey. I mean, I've known it as Blue Monkey. So this one, I was like, wouldn't that be much better? But oh well. All right, thank you, Code Red, for making me aware of that one anyway. But yeah, I think that's a pretty fine, like, kind of run through for this movie. It's pretty basic. The story's pretty basic. Characters are pretty basic. It's not trying to be anything different. It's like nicely put together. It's like atmospheric. Like I said, the characters are pretty. They're nothing terrible, just fairly basic characters. But then you don't need to dive into them. It's not what the movie's about. It's not a character study or anything like that. It's not about building these huge relationships with these people. It's a 1950s style horror movie, like monster movie. It's like, just have fun with it. And that's exactly kind of what who's it? William Fruit. So Canadian production, this one. It's exactly what he's done. He's just made a fun, light movie. And it's, yeah, I really recommend you guys check this out and even pick up the Blu-ray. Very, very nice picture quality on this one. And so, yeah, it's a really nice release. I actually haven't gone through any of the features yet, but there are a few that, to be spoken of, and that I will pick up at some point. Then let's have a little look at the back, a couple of little pictures of what was going on. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you next week. Thank you very much. Good night.